And welcome to another episode of DIOTALK. I'm Dio. Let's talk. My guest of the evening, it's fitness guru. Give a warm welcome for the founder and CEO of Fit Gorilla, Todd Verdell. Welcome to the show, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing good. What's up, everybody? All right, don't call me a fit. I don't like when people call me like a fitness guru because like it makes me seem like I'm like this top dog out here and giving you know information left and right, and I'm selling courses. Like yeah, come to my course and blah blah blah. You look like this. But I mean, just me and fitness guys. I'm just a normal guy who just loves fitness and who just love helping people. Honestly, I'm not no guru or nothing. I'm still learning as today. I'm still learning from other people as well. So I'm no guru at
Boom. That's
all.
good. That's good. I like that you're honest with yourself. But you got this awesome company, Fit Gorilla. I mean, it's you're a total badass.
Thank you.
I mean, it's
Thank
with
you. Thank you.
whether you like it or not. I mean, it's dope what you're doing. I review some of your content, your website, gorilla.com, and you got especially the hoodie. You got a dope hoodie. Like it's
Thank you.
dope.
Thank you. Yeah. Everybody loved the hoodies. Like for some reason, everybody just loved the hoodies. I think I just love hoodies myself because like I wear them 24/7 throughout summertime and also wintertime too. Um, but this past collection, it was basically towards my stepmother because she just, well, like I'm saying, like 3 to 4 years ago, she beat breast cancer winners.
Wow, congrats.
So I kind of, each product that I make is a story behind it. So basically, I was, and plus the idea has been sitting on my mind ever since I started this brand. I always told myself I want to find a way to create a product for people with, disabilities, people with breast cancer, people who are dealing with cancer, just stuff like that. So, each product that I do make, it has a story behind
Boom, that's beautiful. That's amazing.
it. Thank you.
What what inspired you to start your own company to engage in this fitness life?
Um, so first thing first, just basically, just a short paragraph about me. I'm I'll be 28 in 2 weeks. My birthday's on December 26th.
Nice.
Um, I grew up in Philadelphia, born and raised. But just now going to the fitness thing, I was at a rough patch in my age, like young 20s, I think it was. And I was just dealing with so much, still childhood memories, friends, family, all that stuff. So basically, fitness or sports was basically my only gateway out of just being me and having peace to myself. And as years like going by, like development to myself, my fitness, my training, I just wanted, like I told myself, I wanted to find a business to help people, change their, perspective of their self, have more confidence, mindset, and all that stuff. So I just feel as though that would that's what paint played a part in it. Just people and also my story. Fitness is really like a good way to just be yourself and that mental place that you can just focus on yourself and also your development.
Boom. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Now you're I gotta ask this question, right? Like, because you're not different from me. There's
Hmm.
different, you know, places in life, right?
Right.
You're focusing on helping everybody else, right?
Hmm.
How do you help yourself in
I
ways
just
that can inspire others? Is the fitness is that your therapy?
Fitness is my therapy, but also my kids as well.
Get into that.
They're also my therapy too. I think when I became a father, I just had like a whole disrespect for my life, this life period. Even before my kids, like I still had a disrespect for my life, but I have like just a even more level of life. Is this basically I do books, I take myself on dates, to the movies, stuff like that, just to keep myself insane and married and everything. So, I tell people this, like, find things that you love to do. It can be painting, it can, taking yourself out on a date. It can be reading a book. It can be writing down goals. It can be watching, listening to podcasts and everything. So, that's how I really found my therapy. And like fitness is my number one therapy because when I'm in the gym, I don't really talk to people. I have the headphones and I'm in my workout. This
You're
is
just zoning out. Just
that's all
zoning out.
that's all what it really is.
Oh, that's beautiful. How long have you been doing this your workouts in your company?
So I started my business in 2019. Then ever since then I've just been rocking with it. I mean, I've been doing fitness since junior year of high school. I know the gym teacher, he was a bodybuilder. He was like teaching me how to, work out different type of work styles, how to build your body, how to eat right, protein shakes, all that stuff. So basically I did have kind of have like a teacher kind of guide me through the fitness life. But just me being black, like the black community is not really big with fitness.
Mm,
And it's not even nobody's fault. It's just people don't want to achieve more.
mm,
Some parents will like allow their kids to binge on McDonald's, and which is nothing wrong with that at all.
mm-hmm.
But you got to have some type of, you got to teach your kids like the balance of healthy living. If you don't teach them like no type of healthy living, they just want to have like a bad diet growing up. I mean, like there's nothing wrong with eating candy here and there, processed food, junk food. There's nothing wrong with doing that at all. But you got to have a balance within yourself to teach yourself to have a healthy diet.
No, I get that. that's that's uh that's 100% accurate. Especially today modern society, which like you know it's so common to be unknowledgeable to prep a healthy meal, but it's like
Right,
also everything nowadays is so overwhelming.
right,
It
right.
doesn't have GMOs or it doesn't
Right.
have this or doesn't have that. So,
Huh?
there's a lot of division in
Right.
the food culture because they'll tell you, no, this is healthy. You need to eat this. I don't know,
Right.
but you can't do this. You can't eat that. That's bad for you. So yeah, I feel you 100%. You're not wrong.
It's just, I mean, like me personally, like I became a vegan
Mm,
after Labor Day. Like my last meat and last like junk food was Labor Day. Ever since then, it's just been healthy living. And like I kind of like water myself this month only because it's my birthday, and also I did good because I didn't have meat ever since that day. And people like always ask me, like, Todd, do you have more energy? I was like, yeah, I have a lot more energy. I'm not like tired as much. And, when you become a vegan, it's just a whole different life. I get it. There's a thing called raw vegan where you just eat strictly vegetables and fruit, which I'm kind of like slowly get into. And there's also the vegans who just don't eat meat, but they still find a way to create a vegan meal that's healthy for them.
how how's how is how has it been that process? Because not a lot of places, like if you're going out to eat, like the best you can do it's a salad,
So
right?
basically, going out to eat, um, honestly, is really just salad, French fries, potatoes, broccoli. If they have cauliflower, like cauliflower, anything cauliflower that's like like a wing, anything like that. Other than that, it's just basically it. I can't really eat much like that, and also I don't try to push it on my kids at all. I do add like the fruits and the vegetables and everything, and also sometimes smoothies and everything. But I don't try to like push them into like a vegan lifestyle. I don't want to force them to something that they don't want to do, but I do teach them of certain um, foods that we can't have inside this house. Like, for example, my daughter cannot have candy no more. I don't want her to have candy at all. And like sometimes I will allow her to have some type of candy, but it's like certain things that it's inside my house I don't really allow for my kids to eat.
Which is normal as a parent. It's not the end of the world. I have a son and I do the same thing. They
Yeah.
get on that candy and it's like they never stop. So that's good parenting 101 in my book.
Thank you. But yeah, I think this building the business, everybody, it's just been fun. It's really been a fun process to build, not focus on the money because what people don't understand is when you become a business owner or entrepreneur, it doesn't matter what it is, like you cannot focus on too much with the money part.
Mhm.
I get it. What you see on social media is cool. The cars, the girl, the jewelry, it's cool. That's all cool. But like, what are you going to do afterwards? Like, all right, you're making a whole bunch of money, but how are you going to keep on expanding to get that money? Like, what are you doing? What are your tactics to grow your business even more so you can hit like a certain milestone each and every month? Like, I still haven't hit 10K yet. I'm trying to hit 2K by the end of this by the end of this month. I'm at like $1,600 for the year. So I don't really focus on too much of the money part. I focus on the building part. Connecting with people, asking people questions. Hey, have you heard about Figueroa? Hey, what do you know? Like, what do you know about Figueroa? That's how the thing. That's how your company grows, and also your money grows as well.
Yeah, networking and expanding, self promotion. What is
Right, pretty much.
what is one of the things that you're able to help individuals with the gorilla?
Um, Mindset. That's the big thing. Because I feel as though people nowadays they have a horrible mindset. Some people are lazy. Some people don't. Some people don't want to take action. Some people just want to be comfortable inside their own comfortable space and be the same person every day, which is not wrong. I don't have a problem with that. But I tell people it's like you're not joining a company, you're joining a family. Each and person that joins Gorilla or support Gorilla, you are a family member because I want to help you succeed and also build your mindset so you can feel more comfortable. I want you, I'm sorry, I want you to feel uncomfortable because each and everywhere that you go, you got to feel uncomfortable. Like our big thing with fitness or with my youth, with my kids, I tell them is like your mindset. If you want that D1 scholarship, the mindset. If you want this school to to give you money and look at you, I tell them it's your mindset. It starts with your mindset and also your actions.
Boom. Yeah, that's um that's good advice for your customers, people that are trying to reach out to you. Like, what is one of the main things they'll come to you and ask, this is why I want to get into this. This is my worry. This is my concern.
More people is just timing. They say, hey, Todd, I don't have enough time. I'm like, all right, if you got 24 hours in a day, you work from whatever time that you work from, that time that you come home, you spend at least 15 minutes with your family, and you go to the gym for that other 15, and you're just taking baby steps each and every day. I tell people like take baby steps. You don't have to go to the gym. You can jog for 20 minutes. You can walk for 20 minutes. You can ride a bike for 20 minutes. It doesn't, you don't need the gym to work out. Like me personally, if I don't feel like going to the gym that day, I'll go outside to the hills where I live at, and I'll run up and down. Even though, yeah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but it's a thing that I have to do. Like I'm telling myself each and every day, you are holding yourself accountable each and every day. Your story is what you're writing, and you got to hold yourself accountable each and every day.
Boom. What do you use for motivation?
Um,
Like, do you hear audiobooks? Do you follow like David
uh,
Goggins, right? That just reckless, never stops.
I use podcasts. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter who it is. It can be anybody. So they can say something that will click inside my head. Like, all right, that makes sense. I should go, do something right now, not just scroll on social media the whole day. I just use anybody. It can be somebody who works 9 to 5. It can be somebody who's I just met inside the street. It can even be a homeless person. You'll be shocked how many homeless people know what they know and how will give you the knowledge. Like my motivation is people, is without like what I hear each and every day, like my one friend said, like, rich people, they think, above and beyond. Poor people, they think, material things, and like I don't want to put myself inside that bracket. I want to put myself where I'm teaching people about wealth. I'm teaching people how to run a business. I'm teaching people how to do X, Y, and Z. And, you know, someday, someday I hope I become somebody motivation. I just hope one day somebody use me as a motivation. I just feel that each and every day that we live in a world where it's just all about negativity and what's going on around the world. I tell people like we gotta bring peace each and every day. Like we gotta help each other instead of bringing each other down.
No, I feel that. That's I agree 100%. It's a difficult task, right? It's a tedious, difficult task, and some days, it feels impossible.
Right.
And you can only act as for yourself, and
Right.
let you yourself be the motivation.
Right. That is very true. And I just feel that, sometimes I do, self motivate myself because I just feel that, it starts with you. You gotta take accountability for your actions, what you do, what you say, how you present yourself, how you talk to people. What do you? I mean, where important doesn't really. But it's just you are the story.
Yeah,
You're writing your chapters each and every day. When you wake up, when you go to work, when you talk to somebody, you're writing your chapters each and every day.
100%. I agree. And when you can't be motivated, stay consistent, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
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 key to everything.
that's really all what it is. And I was in a rough spot when I was building this brand because I was just focused on the support and not just worrying about the growth of the business. I was just hoping like, I can't do this. I'm not getting no sales, nobody supporting me. But once I start reading more and listening to podcasts more about business and entrepreneurship and all this, it just shift me in a whole different direction because you don't have to worry about John Doe not supporting. If you know that you have a wonderful idea and you have a passion for it, you got to keep on going. You can't worry about what John Joe said that it sucks. I get probably 2 comments a month on my TikTok page about, oh, you can't do it. That's impossible. You don't wear your clothes enough to. I'm like, and like me personally, I don't respond to it. I look at it, I laugh, and I delete it pretty much. That's all what it really is. And like people gotta understand, like you can't focus on, what John Doe is saying about you. You gotta focus on yourself. It starts with you. It starts like your self motivation, whatever that you gotta get like to get yourself going. It starts with you. It can be a family member. It can be a cousin. It can be a dog. It can be anything that's going to help you succeed and grow and also develop.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. You gotta first of all, I wouldn't delete it. I would keep it there. because because time is a tricky thing.
Hmm.
And you having that consistency, things can change. Things can
Right.
change in a month, like it can change in 6 months
Right.
and a year. A lot of
Right.
things can happen. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And people mindset changed as well. Sometimes,
Right.
you have those people that don't support you. They're
Right.
watching you, they don't support you. And
Right.
it's because they don't know how to show the support because when they see you, it remembers themselves and how they try to do something and nobody was there to support.
Hmm.
And by seeing one day, you're gonna wake up and they'll see you, damn, you really did it. And you
Right.
inspire them to try again or to follow
Right.
you, or gain a customer.
That's all. That's all. That's all. What really is. And people gotta understand. Like, I mean, the people out there who's listening to this, like, you guys gotta understand that you know, them celebrities, they don't care nothing about you. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I get it. Everybody want to follow the drama, the gossip, news, blah blah blah. They don't care nothing about you. How about somebody who has a podcast or who just got a promotion with inside their business? How about you support them? Because at the end of the day, that's going to make them happy. Like you guys understand that human beings in this world, we don't support each other. Like we don't. I mean, I get it. It's like a 50-50 thing with race and drama and politics and all that, but you can't always put that in a perspective of life. Like that human can be gone to something that you don't know about just because you don't want to do X, Y, and Z. You may judge somebody because how they look, or like you don't know their situation. I was homeless before. Me and my mom, we was homeless, and like that was kind of also a motivation for me as well because I always had that inside the back of my head because I told myself I can do this. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I want to buy my mom this. I want to do this, do this, do this, do this, and we got to understand that, you know, sometimes some people are not going to support you, and you got to be
Yeah.
okay with that.
And it's excuse me. And it's I've learned, I'm going on my second year now, January 4th, 2023 doing this.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Thank you. And patience.
Yeah.
Patience. That's key. A lot of us tend to, yeah, we get stressed out. Times get
Right.
hard. Times get
Right.
difficult. You know, rents due, fucking
Yeah.
car notes due, phone bills are due. You know, pull ups are due. If you
Yeah.
got babies,
Yeah.
and nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens overnight, and you got to give that shit time. You know, I take myself as example. I've been there many times. Things are not going to happen when you need it. Things are going to happen when they're going to happen.
Yeah, pretty much. And like, my friend Carlos, me and him, we talk about that 24/7. It's about being patient. Like we can't rush anything. We can't, say, forget about it because it's not going to happen tonight. It can happen next week. It can happen tomorrow. It can happen in 3 days. But you got to just, be consistent with it and, rock out with it and just follow your journey and just keep on going. With Figueroa is just a fitness brand who just love fitness and also care about people. Figueroa want to see people change, confident, walking, feeling good, looking good. It's just Figueroa. Like I said this every day. Like Figueroa is going to be a top number one fitness brand inside the world. And like I said, like I told myself that every single day because most people won't even support because it's not Nike, it's not Adidas, it's not New Balance, which is not there's nothing wrong with those companies. But what about a company that actually really cares about you, that actually really promotes you on their Instagram page, and that's actually what like probably once in a while we'll message with, hey, how's everything going with you? Like what do you need help with? X, Y, and Z. So that's what Figure really is. We care about the people. You know, like once I do get my warehouse, like when I do get my first location for my gym, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be a phenomenal thing to see that I worked so hard for and also build off the ground. And it's going to be a wonderful experience.
Well, I like that. You know, from your mouth to God's ears.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. But that's the culture, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
The culture. You know, I have I'm always having topics with two gentlemen. Shout out to Nick Espinosa and Matos, Elvis Matos, and it's the culture. The culture teaches you how to be broke.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
They
that's what
teach
people
you they teach you that it's more important having fresh sneakers and everything fresh, but you can't even pay your rent.
don't. Mm-hmm. Just like this, and that's what the school system is doing. They're filming. Like I'm sorry for anybody who's listening. Like if you're going to go to college, that's cool. So I find it, Danny. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking bad about you. But you guys got to understand, right? No matter how you do it, when you get out of college, do people ever think when you get out of college, right? Do you see how you go straight to debt? You don't get a good paying job. Probably make the tops $20 an hour, which is totally fine. I get it. But you guys have to also understand that to create financial freedom for yourself, you gotta stop letting the man, you know, put your time on hold. You're making him more money. All right, how about you making yourself more money? Like the car that I have, the car makes me at least $2,000 a month just by DoorDash. You know, Like, go out there and find a side hustle, find a part-time job to, fund this podcast. Do something that's going to create wealth for yourself and also teach yourself about wealth so you can be ahead of the game. Like that's why everybody's promoting financial literacy because we're so left behind on everything. And it's creeping up close that they're doing certain things so we can get more left behind. But you guys gotta put your foot down, go take a week to yourself, and figure out what is your next move going to be. How are you going to change your life from 5 years from now? How are you going to change your bank account 5 years from now? Are you going to depend on that job? You can't depend on one income. It's not going to work. It has proven the last 2 years you cannot live on one income at all. I mean, you can still work. That's all fine and dandy. But how about you generate another stream of income to maximize your profit from your job? And hey, I say all the time, hey, I'm going to do it. I teach people, I teach kids this sometimes, because basically like what I learned, on the way. It's just about how are you going to change your life 5 to 10 years from now? Like, what are you going to do? How are you going to do it? How are you going to get to A to get to Z? Of course, it's going to be sometimes where you want to fight everybody. There's sometimes where you're going to be mad, but you got to just stick with the marathon. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Have fun. You're gonna have you're gonna have roadblocks. I have roadblocks, but I kept on fighting and fighting. I kept good people around me. I kept good energy around me, and look at me now. I'm almost about to build this. I'm still building this brand, and I have a whole lot more to do. And one more thing: the people that you hang around is the person that you're going to become. So if you hang somebody who drinks 24/7 every Friday and spending money at the club, all right, you're going to be that person. If you're the type of person who just want to be cool and got the fancy cars, all right, you're going to be that person. But at the end of the day, like, you're going to be broke because because you don't have nothing to back it up. That car is just it's not an asset, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. And in your experience, right? Somebody hears this and makes sense of what you're saying, right? Like the question it's gonna be, how do they start? What's your advice for that?
How do they start?
That's probably the most important question because
how do they start?
Even before that, you gotta realize what you want.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so basically, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I sat myself down and I try to listen to this podcast. I forgot. No, I was reading this book. I forgot what book it was. My mom gave it to me, and it made sense too. Like the whole book just made sense. Like it was talking about life things, business, job, and all that. Like, sit yourself down, grab a book, listen to a podcast, just listen to those wealthy people, millionaires, celebrities, but they're doing big things as well. Just start somewhere where you can get advice. We live in a world. Everybody has information. Information is everywhere. If you find that one person to give that information, then what you want to do is you're go home to YouTube or find a book and research all the information that she was given. Me personally, during COVID season, I was learning about credit. The most important thing that people don't know, even not even the highest level. There's ways that you can get millions of dollars from credit cards, banks, all that just by doing research. They don't want us to win. They don't want me to win. They don't want nobody to win inside this world because they want to keep it to themselves. If you find information, you find somebody who has that information, that's how you start. Well, first of all, you start with yourself first, then you go find the information. But you start somehow, in some way, to get yourself out that rut. You have to get yourself out the rut right now. So if you're listening to this podcast right now, no matter where you're at in the world, get yourself out of the rut.
I agree.
Get yourself out of the rut right now, because what's going to hold you back is people, time, yourself. Biggest one is yourself. You cannot hold yourself back. Everybody is destined to be great. Everybody is destined to be rich as hell. and also amazing. So get yourself out of that rut right now.
Yeah, I agree. And don't worry about social media. Start
Yeah,
making, face to face networking.
right. Don't. I mean, I get it. I mean, that's how. Matter of fact, I say it I say this all the time. If social media, if I didn't have my business and I was just a normal person who just making money, having just having streams of income, I would not even use social media. Honestly, if it wasn't for my business, I would not use social media. But I have to use social media because I have to promote to you guys and reach a bigger audience to promote my brand, so we can grow bigger and so we can expand our company.
Yeah.
Get off like stop sitting on social. Stop worrying about Kanye West and Jay-Z and this person drama. Worry about yourself. They don't care about you. They don't know nothing about you. You're just a dumb person who just basically give them money, pretty much. You're not rewarding yourself. At the end of the day, you have to reward yourself, which is totally fine. You can go on a shopping spree. You can go to a movie. It doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, you got to reward yourself, and also you got to work hard.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. 100%. And it's crazy because it's just we're the public's so hypnotized.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing everybody's trying to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's trying to sell you something, and sometimes what it's selling is not right for you.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And what was I say? I think what people also got to understand that I, people got to understand if you got toxic family members, cut them off. Like just distance yourself. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. It doesn't say nowhere anywhere you can cut your family members off
Yeah.
because they're going to try to
Yep.
sell you something or say,
Yeah.
hey, you got $20 and blah blah blah. You gonna say, oh, you can't do it, blah blah blah. That like it's not healthy. Prime example. No offense, I love her to death. My grandma, she saw my logo. She saw my logo. She saw the gorilla, like the actual gorilla. So by her being the age that she is, she said, "Oh, I'll never buy that because it's promoting black people." I'm just like, it's not promoting black people, and like I totally understood what she meant by that,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, Grandma, this is my business. It's a gorilla. It's an animal. I was like, I was like, I get what you're saying, but I'm not promoting that. I'm promoting a service and also a company
Yes.
to help people. And
It's a brand.
Yeah, pretty much, it's a brand. But I had to like this. I was like, all right, you know what? Let me stay over here, and she keep herself over there. And my family members, I mean, they support me, but not like they don't really. They don't really believe me. Some people do. Which is totally me. Some people totally believe in me, but some of my family they don't really believe in me. And that's what really fires me up because I know that I can do this pretty much.
You know what it is? It's a it's a small mentality.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see the vision,
Mm-hmm.
and which is good because that means there's more work to be done, right?
Right.
You surround yourself with people with small mindset, you're gonna stick small
To them.
signness. You
Yep.
got to
Yep.
surround yourself with people that you got to surround yourself with people that you want to become in 5 years, right? Going
Right.
back to that goal orientation, like you said in the beginning, right? And that's the most important part. When you're starting your business, because I've started at this point 3 or 4. Nobody in my family, definitely nobody in my everybody that I'm able to connect and has pushed me or elevated me forward, right?
Right.
It's never the people I needed to rely on,
Right.
right? It's the people that I didn't know,
Right.
right? People I never met, and I put
Right.
myself out there, right? And then you have family members they'll say, yeah, yeah, I'll support you. That's your job because the job is not to tell you you're not going to make it.
Right.
It's
They don't
like
want you to be.
it's like It's like your spouse, right? I'm not talking you, but in general,
Yeah, right. In general,
your spouse job is not to tell you you're not going to make it. Even if she doesn't believe in what you're trying to do, that's not her job. It's your job to realize if this shit's not working, I need to move on from it or find a way how this shit can work.
right. And that's what most people don't understand. Like, you got a matter of fact, that's a good topic for everybody that's married out there. I'm married too. I'm young, still learning. Like, also me and my wife, we're still learning about ourselves too. But if that man or woman is not that supported type, business type, building that empire type, divorce. I'll be honest with everybody, divorce. Because at the end of the day, your spouse is supposed to help you. Your spouse is supposed to bring you up and not bring you down.
Mm-hmm.
Not go to auntie and talk about, oh well, he's doing this 24/7 and he's not focusing on me. Because what you guys don't understand is if somebody's doing something 24/7, they haven't they haven't talked to you, they haven't really spent time with you. They have a goal because they have a goal. They have a
Mm-hmm.
goal to do, and they're getting tired to living like this, driving the same old raggedy car. So they want to change their life. So everybody who's out there who's married, if that spouse of yours is not helping you, you know, even helping you with your business, just a little bit, divorce them. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for your mental health. It's not worth it for your health. And it's not worth it for your mind at all. So you want to find a man or woman who's really about that life, who's really, you know, at the bottom, come up. I was there before. I was at the bottom. Like me and my wife, we was at the bottom. Now we're in a position to we're about to create another business. So basically, it's if you get married, just know that it's not always, bells and whistles. You guys got to fight, you guys got to work it out, and also you guys got to build it that. You can't build if he or she is tearing you down, divorce. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to put up 20 years of just nothing. There's no conversation,
Of
no
regret, 20 years of regret.
yeah, pretty much. There's no conversation, no fun time, no movie time, no Netflix and chill. Just find somebody who's gonna love you, care about you, bring you up, and also just have fun with you. Obviously,
Facts. I agree.
I
One,
mean,
one,
honestly,
la- one last question before we go. If you had one throughout, if you took out from the point blank, I mean, from the point to the beginning to present time, right? And somebody is just trying to do the same thing as you. What is one word of advice that you can give to this person and it probably change their life forever?
that's a good question. Damn, that's a good question. Nobody asked me before. The only advice I can give, I can't. That's crazy. It's a good question. If you're in a position where I was at a couple years ago, didn't know what to do with life, like the only advice I can give you, man up, woman up, put the headphones in, hop on a podcast, listen to a podcast, and rock out. Read books, be alone. Don't just be nonchalant with people. Be real with people. Be real with yourself. Matter of fact, that's your advice. Be real with yourself. Know what you want to do. Know how you want to do it, and rock out with it. Be real. Like be real with yourself. Like one more thing. If you got goals, right? If you have it on the phone, like I have all my goals on my phone and also on my wall too. And you have doesn't matter what type of phone you have. Put your goals as your screensaver. Whoever auntie, no offense, daughter or son, doesn't matter. Put them goals, take them off your screensaver. Put your goals on that screensaver on your phone. Wake up every day, look at those goals, and just remember why you started.
Oh,
Why did you start? Honestly.
yes. 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 100%. Yes. 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 Before we go, tell the people where they can find you at.
Everybody. So as of right now, we still got hoodies. So if you guys want to buy a hoodie, you can follow us on Instagram at Thickorilla23. No, sorry, Thickorilla LLC on Instagram. Facebook is just strictly Thickorilla. Also, TikTok is just Thickorilla as well. And also my website. Sorry guys, it's so long I can't remember it. My website, if you want to buy something, is figueroaclothing.square.site.com, and you can buy our one of our breast cancer awareness month hoodies. They're only $55. Yeah.
Boom. There you go. Go follow him. Go support him. Make sure to visit dreaminspiretain.com. Go follow me at Mr. Dreaminspiretain. For all your yeah, go show some love. Go show some support. I'm out, guys. Have a good night.